What is going on, everybody in the Valorant Culture YouTube channel? Welcome back. Being our second video, we're taking this slowly. We're not going to rush it. 2 to 3 videos a week still. Our last video was on Friday. Now this is on Monday. And we hope you guys enjoyed that last one and hope that you guys will enjoy this one as well. Going over whether you should be using the Phantom or the Vandal. But before we get into that, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and also turn on post notifications to always get notified about our videos. Also consider following our Instagram and Twitter. Links to both of those are down in the description below. And without further ado, let's get into it. So this debate, I guess, of whether you should be using the Phantom or the Vandal is probably going to last as long as Valorant is around, since they cost the same amount of money. They do very similar amounts of damages, and they're both better in certain scenarios, but we're probably going to see one eventually be used for like competitive tournaments and stuff. One that's it's just going to be one and not the other that people are going to be using. But yeah, let's get into which gun you should be using. So the Phantom in general in most cases is just better at closer range, while the Vandal is better at longer range. And that means that you want to be using the Vandal on like Haven and Bind, and the Phantom on Split as a general rule. If you're going to be like watching B long on Split, then you should definitely use the Vandal or A. And if you're watching like B short on Bind, then you probably would use the Phantom. So it's going to vary on a case-by-case basis. But as a general rule, Phantom's better at closer range, Vandal is better at longer range. And the Vandal has a much longer one-shot kill range to the head. So if you hit somebody in the head, they die in one shot. It goes out much farther for the Vandal than it does for the Phantom. The Phantom does have a decent range actually that you can one-shot people from, but the Vandal, it's like way farther and a lot better. So yeah, I mean, if you have really good accuracy and you can get a lot of headshots, and you get a lot of headshots with other guns, then I'd really consider the Vandal if I were you, because that does reward you a little bit more for your accuracy than the Phantom does. And yeah, just in general, if you have better aim, you probably want to be going with the Vandal as opposed to the Phantom. But it really depends on the situation. Like I said before, close range you want to be going with the Phantom, long range the Vandal. But if you have really good accuracy and you're doing in a close range situation, you might still want to be going with the Phantom, especially if you can learn the recoil pattern, because that will kill faster than the Vandal at close range, just because it has a faster fire rate. So those are two things to consider there as well. And yeah, in general, it just seems like people have been leaning towards the Phantom. A lot of the developers were using it when they played the streamers and destroyed them on that first live stream. And as of the recording of this video, they just got beat by Team Canyon in the ESPN Esports Invitational for Valorant. So that was a shocker. They got blown out like 13-4, I believe. But yeah, in that initial game against the streamers, a lot of the developers were using the Phantom, which was unexpected because a lot of people compare the Vandal to the AK from CSGO. And surprisingly, the Phantom's actually really good, even though it costs the same amount, and it seems like you'd think it would be worse because of how good the AK is in CSGO, but it's not. They're both pretty equal. It's basically a personal preference thing. You gotta try them both out. If you have better accuracy, I'd go with the Vandal. If you have worse accuracy, I'd go with the Phantom. And yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and also turn on post notifications to always get notified about our videos. And we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.